Okay, we are mentioning the C word. I'm going to say it very quietly. Christmas. Some people don't like to talk about it too soon, but Kevin Leslie certainly does. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hi, Gaby. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, we can mention it with you, can't we? Because you're here to talk all about your brand new film, Christmas at the Holiday Inn.
Yes, we can. I know some people have only just thrown out the pumpkins, but it'll soon be upon us, so we can say the Christmas word.
Do you know what's extraordinary? Last night, when I was heading out, I saw all the lights on, all the Christmas lights on Oxford Street, and I just thought, oh, how did we get to this month already? It sort of quite threw me. And I think because the weather's been so bizarre. But you're going to make us feel all warm and cozy. Tell me all about this. Now, when we say Holiday Inn, we don't mean one of the hotels on...
yes, we don't mean the chain.
Near London Bridge or the Finchley Road or anywhere. No, we mean holly, as in the holly and the ivy, day, inn, don't we?
We do indeed.
So tell us more, please.
Yeah, so we've got our independent Christmas film out. You can watch it on all digital platforms at the moment. It was produced by M&M Productions, directed by the talented Adam Wilson. And you'll obviously recognise some faces in there, I'm sure. But yeah, the gist of it is, you got this overachiever, Emma, who quits her job, leaves the city, goes home to her small town, licks her wounds, so to speak, but realises that the family business, the Holiday Inn, as we've mentioned, has kind of lost its Christmas spirit. Her dad's struggling with it. So she sets it upon herself to bring back the spirit of Christmas. And then she encounters my character, who is a bit of a charmer. He grew up in the world of business, and that's all he's ever known. And he's set with the task of acquiring the Holiday Inn. But he actually doesn't anticipate meeting Emma and all the amazing Christmas family traditions that she shares with him. Okay,
so you mentioned some of the, you said names that we'd know. So I'm going to say their names. You said faces we know, so I'll say their names. Colin Baker, Anita Dobson, Mark Arnold. So it's proper, classic, feel-good Christmas stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it does, in terms of Ron Sill on the tin, it's everything you want from a Christmas film. I think, that feeling of having a warm cup of cocoa or hot chocolate or, it's that. It's going to make you feel good afterwards. So that's what we want people, to bring the spirit and the magic of Christmas and just start it early.
Yeah, why not? And lots of people do. I heard some people the other day saying that the second week of November is the time to start. So go on, be honest with me. When do you start at home?
Oh, yeah, definitely December. I think, like you said, I've seen so much of it myself. I don't know if it feels each year. Does it get sooner? Like you said, the supermarkets start very quick. But yeah, for me, in my home, it's kind of like, early December, kind of when the Advent calendar starts.
Yeah, I'm the same. My younger daughter's birthday is the 2nd of December. So she always says, can we do Christmas on the 3rd? So we have to wait till the 3rd. But have you mince pied yet?
No, not yet.
Did you have to mince pie in the making of this film?
That's a very good question. I don't think so. We made some gingerbread men whilst filming, but I don't think we minced pied.
You didn't mince pie. You see, I think it's too soon, because what's really weird as well is the other day when I was in a supermarket, I was looking at the mince pies and they had an best before, a sell-by thing date. Yeah. The 1st of December. Doesn't make sense. Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. No, how can they run out before Christmas has even started?
Yeah, exactly. So that means people are going already. Actually, it's very controversial to say this, because I know there will be a lot of people who will suddenly text on 81333 if they'd like to tell us that they've mince pied already, and it will be all your fault. I'm blaming you, Kevin Leslie.
Well, fair enough. I'll take that one on the chin because they'll have to text you and not me. So
I'm not going to give them your number. That would be really
yeah,
silly.
please don't.
Now, you are best known, of course, for your role as Reggie Cray in The Rise of the Crays and The Fall of the Crays. That must have been quite some role to take on.
Yes, it was, especially because there was a phenomenal actor, Tom Hardy, doing it at a similar time. So, but I think, it was. It was, it really kind of projected my career forward, and it was it's one of those ones that, as an actor, it drops on your desk. And I remember when I trained, if an acting teacher of mine said, "If something scares you, do it."
And did it scare you?
Yeah, it was a very daunting. A lot of people don't know all the complete history, but we basically, and this rarely happens, but we, me and my fellow actor Simon Cotton, who played Ronnie, we auditioned on a Wednesday afternoon, and we started filming on the Monday the following week. So yeah, we hardly had any time to prep, and but I think overall, I've kind of mentioned this before, but I think it kind of benefited us because we did the two films back to back. So we kind of grew into the part as we tried to shoot the films linear. So as we were like seeing these characters grow up, we played them from like 16, 17, all the way up to their 30s when they went to prison. We kind of grew into the parts and the characters because we were just, absorbing information all the time whilst we were trying to get on top of it.
Isn't that the dream? That's the dream job. You go through the audition, you start 4 days later, and then you also get to do two back to back. I mean, that's to film two things back to back. I mean, that's heaven for an actor, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was a cracking job, and and it still keeps paying now. I think the best compliment to the movies is that, they're still on like Netflix and stuff.
Exactly.
They're still doing really well years later.
People still talking about them. Kevin, thank you very much indeed. I'm not going to say have a happy you-know-what because it's just too early, as we discussed. But good luck with this film. It's out. It's Christmas at the Holiday Inn, starring Kevin Leslie, amongst many others. And I hope you enjoy the fabulous film and all the success that goes with it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely to speak to you. And I don't want to say happy you-know-what.